Hi everybody, today we're going to be talking about my summer TBR. Also, look at this headband I made. I think it's so cool. I have to plug myself in my artistic ability. I have 10 books in the list, okay? And one of them I'm already halfway through. So the first book is Play It As It Lays by Joan Didion. I'm holding it up like this so I don't get banned from this app. I'm just going to read you guys the back and then tell you guys why I'm interested in reading it. Benny called for a round of Cuba Libres, and I gave him some chips to play for me and went to the ladies' room and never came back. Somewhere out beyond Hollywood, hollowed out actress Maria Wyeth's life plays out in a numbing routine of perpetual freeway driving. In her early 30s, divorced from her husband, dislocated from friends, anesthetized to pain and pleasure, Wyeth is a woman who has run out of both desires and motives, the epitome of a generation made ill by too much freedom. And a lot of people say this is the better version of The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. And because I'm really reluctant to read that book since she was massively racist, and that just takes me off a little bit when I read it in books, I just think maybe this is the better book to read on a woman in her depressive state. And I'm just more interested in this. I think I put The Bell Jar on my last summer TBR as well. I did not read that. The next book, and I have 3 German books on this list, which is so much for someone who doesn't read German books at all. I read one this past 2 weeks because we were on holiday and I had to read it for German class. I still have to take notes and stuff. But I really liked it, and I really liked that the narrative was something so close to my heart, and that was partly because it took place in Germany, and it's closer to me because I live in Germany, and so it's like, I don't know, it's more realistic, I feel like, I don't know. This book that I'm willing to read, I'm waiting for it on Libby. I think I did have it at a time borrowed, but then it expired and then I had to place a hold. Yeah, it's Für Polina by Takis Würger, and it's about this 14-year-old boy, I'm looking over here, that falls in love with this girl called Polina, and he wants to show her his love, and so he composes a song or a melody that is supposed to show her how much he loves her, but his life takes an unexpected turn. Yeah. 2 of these books, this one and the next one, were also some that I saw reviewed by a German YouTuber that I really liked. I really like still. And her videos always really inspire me, so I thought maybe I could also give them a read. I love the cover of this one, and I love the cover of the next one too. I think the cover of the next one is really why I want to pick it up. Okay, the next one is Liebewesen by Schmitt, and it's the first novel by this author. It's supposed to be like a really different type of love story. In the explanation of the book, it says that it's trying to rewrite the love story stereotype. This cover is so cool, and I just think, like, if this fails, I'll be so upset that the cover failed me. It's like this girl in a maid outfit who has, like, I think a sniper in her hand, and she's sniping someone. It's like such a cool cover, and I really wish for it to be a cool book. I really do. Like, it's a really, really big hit or miss for me. Usually a miss when I start German books because I just don't usually have the motivation to get through them. Next is a book we all know and probably most of Book Talk has read. I started it twice and I never finished it. Call Me By Your Name by Aciman. I'm pretty sure this book was supposed to be a book criticizing the age gap romance, but I'm pretty sure like the movie was kind of a big failure in that part, that a lot of people started romanticizing it instead. This is about 17-year-old Elio who goes to the Italian Riviera, and it's like an age gap romance with his dad's house guest Oliver. So yeah, I'm very, very afraid that this is gonna be like also a romanticization. I've seen like debates on this and how some people say it's like not criticizing it at all, and some people say it is criticizing age gaps. So we'll see. Summer is the time for love stories, if you've not realized. I have a few more here. I messed it up. It's called Outdrawn by Deanna Gray. I'm pretty sure it's a romance story, and the MC is like a artist, and so I'm really excited because I love when main characters have like really stark personality and do a lot of stuff and aren't just like kind of caricatures of people and like roam through the world without having any hobbies or stuff like that. A lot of stories will tell you that they have some type of hobby but not show you. Rivals to lovers, sapphic workplace romance. I'll just leave it at this. Next book is As Long as the Lemon Trees Grow by Zoulfa Katouh. And this is a story of love and loss set in the Syrian Revolution. And one of my friends read this and she recommended it to me, so I'm really excited to see what it's all about. I think it's really boring to read a bunch of romance books that have no like character to them. I think when you combine romance with something else, that's usually the stuff I like. So yeah, I think this is historical fiction as well. Also, my friends do influence me. I have been talking with a friend of mine about this book as well. So we'll see if I like it and I'll talk to him about it. The next book, fourth to last, is Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead by Olga Tokarczuk. And this is about a woman who lives in a Polish village, and she recounts the events of a disappearance of her two dogs. Olga Tokarczuk is the winner of the Nobel Prize in Literature, so I would really like to read something by hers, and this is like a more thought-provoking type of lit fic, so I'm excited. Also, the translation is by Antonia Lloyd-Jones. I don't think any of the other stuff was like translated. No, it wasn't. Well, actually, is As Long as the Lemon Trees Grow translated? I don't think so. I have heard that this is really non-linear storytelling, so I don't know if I like it or not. I feel like non-linear stories are really hard to follow. If this pulls me in enough, I think I'll get through it and I'll like it. So that's Drive Your Plow. And then Get a Life Chloe Brown Get a Life Chloe Brown is part 1 of the Brown Sisters series. I think it's a trilogy by Talia Hibbert. And this is about Chloe Brown, who's a chronically ill computer geek with a plan. But she almost dies, and she's come up with, I'm reading this off of Goodreads, 6 directives to help her get a life. And I'm thinking one of them has something to do with romance, yeah. The MMC is apparently a handyman with tattoos and a motorcycle, so I've only read one book with a chronically ill main character up until now. And like I said, I like it when there's a diverse cast within the romance. It feels much more realistic when people have like actual issues and not like, well, yeah, my friends and family don't like him, because that's like not an actual issue. All right, next book is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. And dude, I know I've been reading this for like half a year now. It's really, I'm through most of it up until now. Not most of it, but like more than half of it. I'm on chapter 15. Everyone knows what Frankenstein's about. I've already taken this book with me everywhere so I could read it, and I never do. It's a classic and it's really descriptive, and yes, you get the vibes, but like so much is not happening that I'm just kind of like, oh my god. And then the stuff happens and then I'm really interested in it, and then the monster just talks for like 5 chapters, and I'm like, dude, stop, I don't care. But it is really well written, so even though it's like I'm dragging this on, like I'm dragging on reading this, I do know it's a really well written book. I don't know, maybe I'm not currently in the classic headspace. Classics are so overwhelming, and I have a lot of them, and I really want to read all of them, but if I struggle with the one book that people say to read as your first classic, I'm just really discouraged. I don't know, maybe my English language is not far enough progressed to understand this really quickly and really easily. I know that's not true. I'm just really lazy. And then the last book I want to read is bitte, lern Deutsch. I don't know the author of this. I know I used to watch his TikToks. Tahsim Durgun. This is about I think this is like a nonfiction about everything the author has faced with trying to integrate himself into German culture and German norms as a Turkish person, and how his parents have also struggled. I've seen a lot of people really relate to this and like cry and stuff because it was so relatable to them as immigrants, and I can just picture myself also crying. So yeah, I'm really interested in this because I think a lot of anecdotes for a lot of migrant children or immigrants themselves when they're kids look the same for a lot of us. Like, it's helping your parents and trying to work double as hard so you don't disappoint them and things like that. And I really just enjoy seeing that in media, like seeing those anecdotes and stuff like that. It's, I think, really poignant for a lot of immigrant children or immigrants because they can really realistically see themselves in that work. And this is also a big part of why I really liked On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Vuong. It's just too realistic and you really feel it, and I really felt it, so I'm hoping I'll feel this one as well. I would like to read this in like paperback copy, so I will have to get it from the bookstore at one point, but maybe I'll just stick to reading it on my Kobo, and then if I really liked it, then I'll get it as a normal book. Okay, that's enough talking. I'm pretty sure there won't be anything to cut out of this video. So, yeah, bye. Peace out.